YouTube, what it is, it's your boy Diesel from Diesel TV. Alright man, here we go man, we're gonna do a recap on my whole EDC process man. I wanted to do this recap before I drop the next video of my final EDC, showing you everything that I carry on my EDC, alright? And the reason I want to do this is because I wanted to show you guys my process. Like I told you guys, I try to be as real with y'all as I can. I want to show y'all what I went through, the things I had to deal with, my whole process of going EDC. And the reason why, another reason why I want to show you this is because going EDC sometimes, I don't think it should be just buying a gun and then carrying it. You know what I'm saying? I think you need to go through a process of shooting the gun, make sure you're comfortable with the gun, things of that sort before you switch up from what you've been carrying for however long you've been carrying it. My last EDC with this Glock 19 right here was, man, I carried this thing for a very long time, at least a year and a half before I even thought about changing up my EDC. You know what I'm saying? And then I wanted to get back to carrying the X carry because I started getting into the optics plates and all that stuff, and I know the X carry felt a little bit better on my side than the Glock 19 did. So that's why I went and I switched up. That was one of the main reasons I went ahead and switched up, all right? So let's get into it. So June 18th, I think it was, I'm pretty sure it was, June 18th, I dropped my first video. That was my EDC video. Now, we all know that video is not all that great. It's not all that good. My first go-to is, y'all know it, I'm a police officer, Glock 19, carry that all the time. This is my go-to, man. I tried my best. My editing was not on point with that, and it's still, I'm not trying to say my editing has come a long way from the first day I dropped that video. If you haven't watched that video yet, go back and watch that video. It is bad, okay? That was my first video of my EDC. Only thing I really showed on that EDC was the handguns I was carrying. It wasn't really anything more than that. I showed my cell phone and things of that sort, but other than that, man, it wasn't a real in-depth EDC video. With that being said, man, I showed this gun right here. All right, I actually showed 3 guns. Now, you go back and watch it, I showed 3 guns. But one of them I showed right here. This was my primary carry, all right? In this holster and everything, you know, this was my setup. My outside the waistband, Glock 19, you know, with the extended magazine on it. That was my setup. That's what I carried at the time, all right? Now, as I carried it, and like I said, as I carried it, you know, I just kind of like got to the point where it was like, man, there's got to be a better option because the Glock just felt kind of bulky. And I know why it felt kind of bulky. Don't get me wrong. I know why it felt kind of bulky. It was because of my holster. I didn't have a good enough holster. And, you know, I'm the type of person that if I buy a holster and I make a mistake on the holster that I buy for this gun, which I did, I really didn't make a mistake on buying this holster because this holster was given to me. But because I already had a holster for this gun, I wanted to get a holster for another gun. That's just me. I try to share the wealth with my guns, basically. I want to have holsters for all my guns. So if I already have a holster for one and it's not broken or anything like that, I just want a better carry, then I will buy a holster for another gun. So I was thinking about what I could buy a holster for, you know what I'm saying? And it just went back to my P320X carry. Now, in that video, my first video, I did show the 320. I mean the 365, the P365. SIG P365 is what I carried also, all right? And this gun was what I would carry if I didn't want to be all bulky and everything, and I just wanted to be 100%, you know, just concealed and everything like that. This is what I would carry. This gun is probably still going to stay in my EDC. I'm not going to stop carrying this gun. I just can't. It is so easy to conceal, especially if I got like sweatpants on or something like that. It's not nearly as heavy as these 2 guns here. These 2 guns probably weigh about the same. But this is another gun I carry. And then the third gun I showed y'all that I was carrying then was my Glock 42, the 380 that I carry. I don't carry that anymore. That stays in the closet. I don't carry that anymore. I just carry either my 365 or my Glock 19, all right? It has switched up now. So 365 is in rotation with my carry. It's gonna stay in my carry, all right? That's not gonna go anywhere, all right? So we go on, and November 4th, I did a video showing you guys that I was gonna be carrying my P320 X carry. All right, guys, I'm here at the range like I told you guys, man, and I'm trying out a new EDC, all right? And this is what it is, man, the P320 X carry, all right? P320 X carry is what I'm gonna be carrying. And as y'all guys see, I keep it loaded, but I just now unloaded it, all right? So my P320 X carry is what I carry with me, what I'm going to be carrying. And I did a video. At that time, this X carry did not have this loophole on it, and it did not have this Olight. It had an Olight on it, but it was an Olight Valkyrie Mini or something like that. It was not the Olight Boulder, all right? Also in that video, I was saying I was gonna put my Hollow Sun on it. That's before I really researched and tried to figure out what actual sight goes on this thing. You know what I'm saying? So moving on, I did a video, I shot it well, and that's part of the process. I shoot the gun, I shot it well, I felt comfortable with it. All right, guys, here we go. So what I'm gonna do is the first mag, I'm gonna be shooting at the 15. Second mag, I'm gonna go out to the 25 and see how well I hit out at the 25. I had carried this gun before when I first got it, before I had finished my Glock 19, before I put, you know, the threaded barrel and the Hollow Sun and all that stuff on my Glock 19. I carried this one, and it was naked. It was just in a regular holster that came with the gun and all that stuff. Was not a really good holster or anything like that, but even with carrying this in that holster, it still felt a little bit better than that Glock 19. So get all that done, go shooting all that stuff. Start researching on what kind of sight I want to put on there. I bought a plate for the sight thinking the Hollow Sun would go on there. The Hollow Sun would not go on there. It was hard to find a plate for the Hollow Sun, so I was just like, okay, I'm gonna just get a SIG sight because the SIG sight should just go on there. I did some research. There was nothing on the internet saying that that SIG sight did not go on that gun. There was nothing on the internet. There was nothing explaining, you know, if you can tell if it goes on the gun, if it's supposed to go on the sight, what sight is supposed to go on that gun. It didn't have. There was nothing. There was nothing. So I bought a Romeo 1. I bought a Romeo 1 sight. All right. Got the Romeo 1 sight. Y'all guys saw it. Got the Romeo 1 sight. Went to the range. Thought I was gonna be out there blasting them. You know what I'm saying? Thought I was gonna be out there blasting them. Like, you know what I'm saying, putting them down, you know what I'm saying, getting it sighted in, you know what I'm saying? And I go to shoot, and that thing just fall off. And I was pissed. I was pissed. I was a little upset. I would honestly have to say I was a little upset about that. I was about ready to just be like, you know, I was ready to be like, just I'm gonna go right back to carrying my Glock 19, man. This. But you know what I'm saying? I said, no, I'm gonna stick with it. This is what I really want to carry. I like the gun. I like the way it shoots. That flat trigger just vibes with me real well. Let me go ahead and do some research. So I did some research. Come to find out, bought the wrong sight. If I get these two sights, which is the Leupold Delta Point Pro or the Romeo 1 Pro, they will bolt right on. I don't have to do anything or anything like that. All right. I said, okay, I'm gonna have to wait a little bit because my funds ain't really there like that. Well, I was blessed. Somebody blessed me. They don't want their name put out there, but somebody did bless me. They asked me what I wanted, and I told them what I wanted, and they blessed me with it. You know what I'm saying? So thank you to that person that blessed me with it. One of my fans of the channel. All right, so I really do appreciate that from them. But so I put it on there, get everything done, get it sighted in, and I mean, it's everything that I thought it was gonna be, man. She is ready. It is everything that I thought she was gonna be. This SIG, man, like I said, it is ready to go. With this boulder, I have the green laser on there and everything. I have the Delta Point Pro. I want to get it. I want to get a threaded barrel for it. Not really that big of a deal though. I mean, it's not something that I really, you know, need to get or anything like that. But the reason why I wanted to make this video is because I could have started carrying this. You know what? And I've seen some people. They will get a gun. They'll get a red dot for it. Put the red dot on it and say, okay, it shouldn't be that far off. I'm gonna just go ahead and carry it until I get to the range to get it sighted in. And I've seen a lot of people do that. They don't think anything's gonna happen or anything like that while they're carrying their red dot. So they just put it on their side, don't even go to the range and shoot it and things of that sort. And I just wanna tell you guys, man, please don't do that. Take your time. This is something that is supposed to defend you. It is supposed to make sure you get back home to your family. Why would you risk it by going out there, putting the wrong sight on there, and then having it come off while you're trying to defend yourself? And then you're out. You're out. All right? Now, one thing I've noticed about this gun that I really, really don't like, and I don't know, I'm really thinking about getting something different, getting the same one but a newer generation, because the new generations have this, is that this does not have rear sights. All right, and the Delta Point Pro, which I did not know, I wish I would have looked into it. I did not read it. I just wanted to get Delta Point Pro because I know for a fact that went on there. I could have got the Romeo 1 Pro, but I didn't. But the Romeo 1 Pro has the rear sight thing so you can co-witness with the front sight. This does not. So there's no way for, if my Delta Point goes out, that I'll be able to sight it with the iron sights, and I really want to fix that. Delta makes a attachment that hooks on the back here where it's like a rear sight, so I'm thinking about getting that. It's a little pricey though. It's like $80 or something like that for that one piece. So I'm thinking about getting that. So we'll see. Also, I am going to do, once everything is settled and you know my finances get back right, I'm going to do a comparison with the Delta Point Pro and the Romeo 1 Pro. I'm going to get a Romeo 1 Pro because I still have 3 or 4 other guns that have plates on them that I want to put some red dots on. So I'm going to do a comparison of the two. Whichever one I like best, I'll probably slap on this X carry and start carrying that. That Delta Point Pro can go on something else. All right, if that's the case, I gotta see, you know, I gotta do a comparison, man. I really feel like Leupold has been in the sight game a lot longer than SIG. That's one of the only reasons I went with Delta Point Pro, because how long they've been making sights, and the fact that, you know, my past history with the SIG sight. It's just I'm just a little butthurt behind that. But anyway, man, so I just want to do a recap, man, show you guys the process that I went through, how it was for me when I did it, my failures when it came to putting that sight on there. I've been at the range before and I've seen sights come off before because they just didn't have it torqued down enough. I had this thing torqued down like it needed to be torqued down. I don't have any movement in it still, have not messed with it or anything like that, but I still don't have any movement in it. There are some things I don't like about that Delta Point Pro now that I've got it, that I think I would rather have that Romeo 1 Pro sight. That's why I say I'm gonna do a comparison. But like I said, I just want to do this video to show you guys my failures and the process that I take to go into my new EDC. Y'all stay tuned, because tomorrow from this video, I dropped this video today. Tomorrow, I will be doing my full EDC. I will be doing a video of my full EDC, what it is that I carry in my bag, my go bag, my pockets, my wallet, everything. You're gonna see everything in my EDC. So stay tuned for that. Like I said, guys, I'm here to show you guys everything that I go through when it comes to this kind of stuff, because I want people to prepare themselves and be as prepared as they can. My philosophy on this, guys, and this is the last thing I'm gonna say about it, my philosophy on this is, if you have a gun that's working perfectly, but you just want to carry that new gun just because you got it, make sure it's in good working condition before you start carrying it, because this gun right here will save your life when this gun right here might not, because it's not ready. So let's make sure our equipment and the tools that we use to protect ourselves is in good working condition before we start carrying it. Because I could have slapped that on my side the day I got that Romeo 1 sight on there, and because when I was feeling it, it didn't feel like it was moving or anything. I could have slapped that on my side and been like, oh, it's zeroed in from the factory, which we all know it ain't all the way zeroed in. It's close. Now it is close, but it ain't all the way zeroed in like I want it to be. So, like I said, man, let's make sure our equipment and our tools are ready when we get it, and we have trained with it and we feel comfortable with it before we start carrying it. All right, that's gonna be it for this video, man. Like I said, it's just not a real quick video, but a short video for me to recap my process on how it goes, how I went through EDC. All right, I hope you like, man. Make sure you hit that like button. And if you have not yet, subscribe to my channel. Y'all missing out on a lot if you don't subscribe to my channel, man. You really missing out on a lot, okay? Joe, just go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Don't cost you nothing. Just subscribe to my channel, all right? Y'all know what it is, man. I'm out.